it's Myriam and welcome back to my channel. Since this is my first video of 2018, I'm also going to say Happy New Year to all of you. I know this is a bit late given that it's nearly the end of January, but better late than never, I suppose. I'm going to start off with this by apologising for not uploading any videos for the past, I think, 3 months now almost. I don't think I've uploaded a video since November, I believe. There are very good reasons for that. It wasn't just me being lazy, I promise. I was working obviously before Christmas, some of you may be aware, and when I'm working I just can't manage that many things at the same time because I don't have a lot of free time. And at that point it was even worse than usual because I was working and I had to deal with all the Inktober orders, and it was, my schedule was genuinely absolutely packed. So I decided to put my channel on hiatus for a little bit because I also didn't have any footage that I was particularly happy with or pre-made videos that I wanted to upload. So I decided to, rather than do a botched video, I would just take a break, breather, get everything sorted that I needed to do, and then come back fresh-faced in the new year. I was hoping to be able to come back a bit earlier than now. I was hoping to be able to start uploading videos again at the beginning of January. But January is quite a tough month, I think, for most people, and I'm not excluded of that bunch. I have a lot of things to pay for, and I have a lot of life admin to sort out, and a lot of really adult things to deal with in January. And so the past couple of weeks have not been fun. But at least I got all the unpleasantness out of the way. I got all the things that I needed to sorted, almost, kind of, maybe. You never get to the end of that kind of list, but you know, all the big things out of the way. So they got in the way of me doing videos, but I'm finally finding the time to start drawing again. If you follow me on Instagram, you could have seen that I've managed to post a few paintings and a few sketches recently, and finally I managed to put this video together. I was hoping that this first video of 2018 would be the inking tutorial I've been promising you guys since October. Unfortunately, tutorials for me are something that I spend a lot of time on, and it's been a bit tough for me to spend that amount of time on it for the past few weeks. I have managed to script it and I've started filming it, but I haven't quite been able to finalize it enough to post it. But it's getting there, so I'll have it to you in the next couple of weeks. I think I'm going to work extra hard to get that finally out to you guys before it loses all kind of relevance. So to start off the year, I've decided to just do a slightly easier video for me to put together. I will apologise for the slightly dodgy blurriness of some of the shots in this video, and as I say that, I'm getting right to a point where there's such blurriness going on. I apologise for that. It was because, as you can see, the camera is obviously behind me. Usually it's above me, but for this it was behind me because I'm having issues with my neck and back and my wrist. So I decided that I was going to try and film upright a bit more because it's a lot easier on me. And so that means that my camera is behind me and I can't see whether it's in focus as much. And I don't want to put it in automatic focus because in those kind of situation it would focus on my hand and my face if I happen to come into frame. And that's not really the point, is it? So I tried my best to not have that happen, but unfortunately, especially when I zoomed in this second painting, I think a few times it's blurry. So I'm really sorry about that, but at least I'll remember to look for that next time. Before I get into quickly talking about what I got planned for this year, I just wanted to talk about those little sketches. I call them Gouache Sketches in the title because that's exactly what they are. I needed to loosen up. I needed to. I felt really art blocky and quite down the past few weeks, so I needed something to get myself back into the flow, something that would force me not to worry, because I'm very much a control freak on a lot of aspects in my life, and art is obviously one of the strongest manifestations of me being a control freak. So I like to control every aspect of my work when I create a piece, and so these were a way of forcing myself not to. So the first one was a sketch without reference, where I didn't even know really where I was going. I just sketched something and just went for it when I painted it, and didn't, I mean, you might have seen that I experimented with a few things and rubbed them out and things like that. So that first sketch was completely random and very loose and very experimental, and that second sketch I had a reference photo in the beginning, and then I just went a bit all over the place with it because I felt like it. I had a black and white photo as a reference, and then I decided to, I don't know, just loosen up basically. And it ended up that I liked both of them in the end. I didn't expect myself to. I thought they were just going to be an exercise in loosening up, in getting myself back into the groove. But it turned out I liked them, and it turned out that you guys liked them too on Instagram. And so by popular demand, I added them to my shop. So if you guys are interested in prints of those guys, you can go on my shop. The link is in the description below. It was completely unexpected. I didn't initially intend on putting them up, but because people asked for them, they are on there now. So yeah, those are the two first paintings of 2018 for me, actually. So it felt nice. I want to do more of those. I want to do more of those kinds of experiments. I want to learn to not want to control every single bit of my work also, because I think that could be beneficial to me and my technique, my skill, and my way of thinking. So expect a few more sketches in the future in videos. Keep an eye out also for my soon to be launched Patreon page. I think in the next month or so I'll put up a Patreon page. I have a poll going for what you guys would prefer to see in the description below. If you want to click on the link, you can select as many answers as you want. I'd love to hear from you guys if you have also ideas about what I could offer. And other than that, I'm also going to probably start streaming and doing Twitch more in the future, so keep an eye out for that. Also, thank you so much for joining me for this first video of 2018. I hope I have the pleasure of your company for the foreseeable future. Thank you again for all being so wonderful and supportive and patient and generous and lovely. I hope you're all really well, and I'll see you hopefully next week. Bye everyone.